How are you doing today? I decided to come live, as you know, something I don't do very often. But I decided to come live right now because of that thing of being a highly sensitive person and how alone we feel in the world, how our experience of the world has usually been challenging since we were a very young age, because from the get-go we just didn't fit in. We were told that you're too sensitive, too complicated, too intense, too caring, that you think too much, and all these things. And it has made that we all grew up suppressing how we felt, to the point of kind of almost losing our true identity. Like, we've twisted ourselves into pretzels so much that we often come to a point, I'm sorry, frog in my mouth. In French, we say it's a cat, but so taking care of the cat in my throat. um, and we grow up, and it ends up being a very difficult and challenging life, and it feels very alone, and we tend to choose to isolate ourselves. And as many of you know, I discovered that I was an HSP, or the world of HSP, finally understanding that my brain is different and my nervous system processes things differently. Finally learned about it just 3 years ago. And not too long ago, a year or something and a half, I don't know, I started sharing on this YouTube channel because it is so important to me, because I know what it feels like. And I like, it's a mission. I need to share to support people so that we're there for one another, just so that our lives start feeling better and that we understand ourselves and that we start bringing who we are to the world, if not just having a life that is more peaceful, because we understand who we are and we learn that there's nothing wrong with us and that we're not alone. And so I'm coming live today. It's to invite you to the 5-day summit that I'm co-hosting in 10 days, starting December 16th. And it's free. So it's not like I'm here trying to market myself, although I guess would be nothing wrong with that. But I think as an HSP, it's something that is very difficult for me. But it's a 5-day live conversation. I'm co-hosting it with another YouTuber for HSP, another HSP creator and coach called Michael Schwengel. I'll put the link to his YouTube channel in the description after this is done. And we're hosting for 5 days. We're going to go on live on Zoom, and you can register so that you're there with us. And we're going to talk about a bunch of things HSPs, and have conversation and share what we've learned and share our experience. And you'll be able to ask questions too. And I'm here because I am so committed. It has become so important to me to help the millions of us that are neurodivergent, that experience the world differently, and that feel so alone, when in actuality, we are more than 20% of the population. That is a huge swath. And because we don't connect, we've learned not to speak at some point about our true feelings and how we experience the world, we end up feeling like we're alone. But 20% of the population, think about it, just in the US, that's 20 million people, I think. 60 million, 20 people, I forget. Anyway, I'll redo the math one day to have the right number. But it is so many of us. And we, I often use the words God, creation, the universe, whatever source, whatever you want to call it, there is a reason why we're on this planet. You know, God, creation doesn't create for no reason. When the world, nature goes on, everything has a role and is there for a purpose. And we have a purpose. And at this time in humanity's trajectory, I truly, in my heart, believe that we have an important role to play right now. And part of it is to be examples and maybe leaders of helping humans reconnect with truer values, with more human values, things of the soul and of the heart. And because for us it is intrinsic to our nature and it has, caused trouble for us, but that thing that has been so difficult is there for a reason. And I am committed to bringing more of us there. And for that, we need to talk. We need to have conversations. We need to understand ourselves better. We need to find some inner peace. We need to have self-compassion. And then we need tools to start understanding, how do we use this in this world? How do we stop from hiding that part of us, suppressing that part of us, hiding ourselves and feeling like the world is just so messed up that we'd rather not be part of it? Well, we start by, like I said, I think I just said, by learning about it and coming together. Because in numbers, there is more energy, there is support, and there is power, and there's a greater presence. Once more of us become aware of that, we can start affecting the collective consciousness by our own awareness and our connection and embrace of who we truly are. So, I want to invite you to just sign up, register for free. It's December. I'm going to put all the details, and you can also find all the details at thehspsummit.com. Pretty easy. December 16th to 20th. And you can sign up. If you can show up at the time of the live calls and ask your questions and be there with Michael and I, that's fantastic. It's 9 o'clock Pacific time. Monday to Friday, December 16th to 20th. But if you can't, you can still just register, and then you'll have access to the replays for 24 hours for free. And when you register, you'll get a guide, because each day we have a different subject that we're going to talk about. And you can have a guide that you can start journaling, asking yourself some questions. There are some prompts in that guide that you receive once you register, and you can use that. And then each day you're going to get a free download of a tool that will be something that you can use in your life. And when you register, even if you can't attend the lives, you will still receive those and have access to those. So I hope to see you, because I know how important and how life-changing and world-changing it can be for us to come together and just start opening up and supporting one another. So I'm repeating myself a little bit, but that's the nature of being live for me anyway, until I have more practice. But please, I hope to see you, and there are going to be great conversations. And until the summit starts, I will be making more videos about it, because it is from my heart. And how about we end the year with something good for ourselves and set ourselves up for the new year, for 2025, so that we start feeling less alone, not so hopeless. Because I think when we see that so many of us are alike, we move away from this deep, deep feeling of loneliness, and often a hopelessness that can lead to depression, and we kind of don't know what to do to just get out of that spiral that is fed with everything we feel so deeply. And when we're in that spiral that it's all negative and challenging and we feel alone and hopeless, it's a spiral down. And when we get together, we can start spiraling up. And let's do that as a gift to ourselves to start 2025 better. Actually, during the summit, the last day is about setting ourselves up for 2025 so that the year is different, that it's different in a better way. So, inviting you, the HSP Summit with myself and Michael Schwengel, December 16th to 20th. I hope we get a whole bunch of people because we're going to feel that energy. If there are the more of us that are together, the more we're going to get the benefit of that and continue to change our lives. It's an ongoing journey. When you're there, you support me. And when I speak, I support you. And when many of us are together at the same time, in the energy, we feel that and we can help each other. So I hope to see you. I hope to see you. I hope to see you because I love you. And have a beautiful day whenever you're listening to this. Bye. How do I end this? Okay, I am not sure. This is how often I do this. I hope if I do the X, it's the right way. Yes, stop streaming. Bye. Love you.